Come on in, welcome to my home. I'm CM Coleman, and I'm going to tell you about tell you a little story. This is going to be about having a hospital bag. I know some of you are thinking, well, this isn't all that interesting. However, here's where this is coming from. I recently had a 5-day visit to our local hospital. Okay, so I think this is the obligatory hospital bed video. Yeah, this is me from a hospital bed saying, yeah, no videos this week because, as you can see, this is where I am. How exciting. I am getting better. I'll get discharged, I think, Friday, so we should be getting back to normal, but, well, just looked at myself in the viewfinder. I look bad. I realize. We'll talk more about this later, but, yep, I'm a YouTuber now, I guess. So yeah, I was there for 5 days, went to the hospital in the middle of the night during a raging snowstorm, all the bad things that could happen, and I learned quite a few things, and one of the big things is I really, truly wished that I had known what I would need in the hospital before I left, because I thought I was doing great. I took a picture of all my medicine that I take on the regular, and then I made sure that I had my insurance card, my ID, but that was it. And guess what? That was not enough. Not enough by a long shot. And there are some things which I think you're going to need, which we're going to go over because I'm building my own hospital bag right now. The one thing about this, which a lot of you are like, but I don't plan on going to the hospital. Well, neither did I. But the other thing about this that can be really handy is your hospital bag can also be used as an overnight bag by just taking out one or two things from the bag, and it has all the things that you would need for a little overnight stay. But let's get started about some of the things that I didn't know that I would need that I really needed. So as I got ready to leave that night, I thought I was golden. Had my medicine, pictures, my insurance documents, my ID. Thought I was golden. I was not. I was not golden at all. Because yes, it is good to have those things. Like I think it's better to have a written down, printed out document that has all of your medicines listed, so that way you can just hand it to the person and it would have the medicine, the amount, like the milligrams, whatever it is, and then how often you have to take it. Include everything, including vitamins, or like if you take an aspirin every night, include everything. And so it's like, well, that's really great. But once I got to the hospital, it was a whole different story. Okay, so in this part, my goal was to get and show you all the things I was going to add to my hospital bag. However, because I'm not up to strength yet, and then the weather just wasn't cooperating, I can tell you and show you pictures of the stuff that I'm going to get in. So the first thing you're going to want is you're going to want your hospital bag. This can be any sort of bag. I have an extra backpack, so I have all of my stuff that's going to be in a backpack. Now, a couple of things you do want to think about as you're doing this. You want to think about what really are you going to need, and these are just the essentials. You don't want to bring any extra stuff that you really don't need to the hospital with you, and that's something to think about. One of the first things that I wish that I would have brought with me was an extra bag. A waterproof, or at least mostly waterproof bag that I could have put my dirty clothes in. So the clothes that I wore into the hospital actually were the clothes that I wore out of the hospital, because we didn't think about that. So yeah, and then you also want to make sure that you have room for your medications if you need to bring them. Most of the time you do not need to bring them with you, so that is something. Then there are the normal stuff like toiletries, hairbrush, toothpaste, toothbrush, probably lotion if you use it or really feel that you need it, but most everything else will be given to you. Now here's the things that I never thought of. Slippers. Okay, so in the hospital, while I was in the hospital, they gave me the hospital socks, which are like socks that have a grippy part on the bottom of it. The unfortunate part is I wear size 14 size shoes, so the closest that they could get to my feet were 2XL size socks, and those were still pretty tight, so I wanted to take them off the minute that they got there. The next thing that I thought of, and this is what I really wish I would have brought, is a pair of pants. Not necessarily pants, but like a pair of sweats or a pair of pajama bottoms that I could have worn so that way I would have something covering my legs. Didn't think about it. The other thing about this, you're like, well, underwear would be good. Yeah, I can agree underwear might be good. However, if you sleep in like sleep pajamas or sleep shorts and that sort of thing, yeah, those would have been better because they'd be loose, and if you were to had anything which was going on in the lower half of your body, you would have something loose, and there would cover you. And all of these things, all of the clothing items that you need to bring, you want to make sure that you can take them on and off easily. Easily. You don't want them to be super tight. You want them to be more hang loose. Because anything which needs to be tightened or held in place with pressure, the hospital probably do that. The next thing is some sort of t-shirt. Yeah, that would have been nice. Deodorant. Deodorant would have been really nice to have. The hairbrush, like I said, the hairbrush became an issue because as I laid in bed more, my hair got more and more tangled. And now part of my issue was the fact that we were at a level 3 snow advisory for the first 4 days that I was there. 3 days. 3 days that I was there. And that meant that you were not allowed to travel anywhere unless it was an emergency. So yeah. So nobody could get things in and out to me. So yeah, that was its own issue. Having some cash or some sort of debit card that you can pay for things might be useful, might not be useful, depends upon your situation and your hospital. The next thing to think about is like something to do. Luckily, I was smart enough, as I said before, I grabbed my phone and my charger so that way they were all there. But if I would have brought like some sort of book or some sort of tablet or something that I could have read, that would have been really nice. They do provide you with a TV in most rooms, I think, but it was a lot of me just laying there, but most of the time anyways, I was supposed to be resting anyway, and so that really is what I was doing. I do wish that I had some breath mints for the moments that you can't get up and going to the bathroom and standing up and all that stuff. For the first couple of days, I was really, really weak and had to have help getting in and out of bed. So yeah, that was an issue. That was a big issue. So having some sort of breath mint, that sort of thing, would have been really, really nice. The other thing that would have been pretty good to have is like a list of people's names and phone numbers so that way I would have had their names and phone numbers if someone else would have had to call them and they couldn't get into my phone. That is something you need to think about. If they couldn't get into my phone, are there a way to get a hold of people? This really is a great time as you're sitting there convalescing, getting better. It really is a good time to do those projects that you said, I'll write that letter to whoever, I'll send those emails off. Yeah, if you're laying there in bed and you can't do much, this is a good time for that. The things which they do provide, like they had, sheets, blankets, that sort of thing. The hospital gown, which isn't clothes. That's the other thing. A robe would have been really, really nice to have. For parts of it as they were trying to get me up and walking. But the one thing to remember is unless you are constantly going back through your hospital bag, which I do recommend you go through your hospital bag every 2 months to make sure that things haven't expired, make sure that things are in season. I would say that most of the stuff that you want to have in your hospital bag needs to be mid-weight. You don't want things that are super, super heavy, but you also don't want things that are super, super light. So you want mid-weight clothes so that way you can then, stay warm or stay cool. Adding an extra jacket or sweater in there would have been very, very nice for when it got cold or like that sort of thing. That would have been pretty cool to have. Then, other than that, I think that really covers what I really wanted in my hospital bag as I was in the hospital, because when I went into the hospital, I was just thinking that I was going to be there for a few hours, and instead I was there for 5 days. So yeah, that was interesting. By the 4th day, a family was coming in, so they could bring things into me. But having those things there with you and having it in a spot where you don't have to think about it. That's the big thing. If you have to dig for it as you're trying to rush off to the ER, rush off to the hospital, not a great thing. Now, if you have lots and lots of time, you can then, of course, expand upon that and get other things in there. But things that you don't want to bring, of course, are like knives, that sort of thing, sharp instruments, that kind of stuff. Most of those things are not allowed. With our hospital, you have to go through a metal detector, so they will pick up all of those things that you really shouldn't have. Do make sure that you have your ID, your insurance cards, as I said before, all of your list of your information of your medications, including when you take them. I didn't even think about that part. So, like, I had all my medications listed down, but didn't say what time of day that I take them. That's another thing. Also, write down if you have any dietary restrictions, any allergies. That's also a good thing to have down on that little piece of paper that has all of your information, because that way, when you show it to somebody, and like I was not in great shape when I went in there, and it would have made things so much easier just to be able to present this piece of paper and say, hey, this is everything that I have, this is what I need, and this is what you need to know. And I'm sure as I'm editing this, I'm adding other things into this. But yeah, that's going to make it the easiest and would make your life so much better as you're staying into the hospital. Are there any things which you would add to your hospital bag? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, let me know. Go ahead and give this video a like. You can also share this video for other people who can, and your hospital bag can also be used as an overnight bag. The one reason that I mentioned sweats and should have said this in the video. I should have said this in the main part of the video. If I mentioned sweats or sleep pants, is because those you could wear out. You could wear as you're getting out of the hospital and not have to try with zippers and all those sort of things. You can wear those out as you're going home and be in nice, clean clothes. So yeah, that would be a good thing. But I'd love to hear what your hospital bag has it, or if you've even thought about having a hospital bag. Let me know down in the comments. At this time, I'd like to thank these wonderful people who really did keep this channel afloat while I was off in the hospital and couldn't do videos for a few weeks. They are wonderful people. If you want to help this channel and so we can do bigger and better videos, because I have some really great ideas coming up, and this wasn't what I planned on doing, but yeah, had to do what I can do in the shape that I'm in. You can go ahead and join the channel members or join the Patreon family, where we can discuss things. You can give ideas of upcoming videos that you'd like to see done. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. But let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see, and I hope we get to see you again the next time you stop by.